Greetings, people, and welcome to Good Evening Niger. The coast is now very clear for the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the 16th president in the history of our nation, Nigeria. I must first of all say congratulations to Tinubu and to the good people of Nigeria. Yesterday, you know that the two different courts here in Nigeria quashed two different suits seeking to stop the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the 16th elected president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The one that was entertained at the Supreme Court was a suit filed or an appeal filed by the People's Democratic Party, in which the People's Democratic Party were actually accusing the vice presidential candidate, who is now the vice president elect, Kashim Shettima of the All Progressive Congress, of having a double nomination. And of course, you know, during the primary election, Kashim Shettima was actually nominated first as a senator to return to the National Assembly to represent the people of the Borno Central Senatorial District, in which he also currently represents. However, after the presidential election that went on the way of Bola Ahmed Tinubu renominated him to be his running mate. And Shetima had fulfilled the relevant sections of the 2022 amended act, which says that if you are withdrawing your nomination, you have to write expressly to the INEC chairman through your national chairman, which Kashim Shetima did, and withdrew his nomination as the senatorial candidate for Borno Central Senatorial District. And but PDP was not still satisfied and dragged him and Tinubu to court, asking the court to stop the inauguration of Tinubu for a reason that Kashi Shetima had double nomination. In its wisdom, a five-member panel of the Supreme Court has quashed that appeal, describing PDP as an interloper who is prognosing into the affairs of another political party. According to the five-member committee of the Supreme Court, PDP was not supposed to even bring that case to the court at all, as it was frivolous and a waste of judicial time. They claim that the case is clearly an internal affair of the All Progressive Congress, that any member of the party who took part in that nomination process may be aggrieved is supposed to be the only person to bring that case before the Supreme Court. Another reason they quashed the case was because the Supreme Court said evidence tendered before her by counsel to Shetima and of course Bola Ahmed Tinubu clearly showed that Kashi Shetima rather uh, 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 withdrew his nomination as senatorial candidate for Borno Central Senatorial District on the 6th of July 2022 before accepting the nomination of becoming the vice presidential candidate to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, that case was not just quashed. PDP were also reprimanded. A sum of 2 million naira was slammed on PDP as fine in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And of course, that was not just all. In a similar way, there was also another case at the Federal High Court in Abuja, also seeking to stop the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And of course, the Federal High Court had blamed every part of that suit. First, the Federal High Court said that uh, it has no local standing to entertain that case. The responsibility of entertaining post-election matters were squarely a responsibility of the appeal court. And so they didn't know why the counsel or lawyers to those guys decided to bring the case before them. Another reason they quashed the case was because three Nigerians actually filed that suit against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is quite strange. Our constitution has made it very clear that if you are not a candidate in any election, no matter how aggrieved or concerned you are, you have no right to sue somebody who is a candidate. It's only someone who was a presidential candidate that could sue Bola Ahmed Tinubu for whatsoever reason they have. But being a concerned citizen, I don't know why you would go that extent, because the constitution and even the electoral 2022 is very clear on that. So these three guys claim to be concerned Nigerians. They dragged Bola Ahmed Tinubu to court and said that he should not be inaugurated for reason that Bola Ahmed Tinubu forged his birth certificate. They said the birth declaration he submitted to INEC chairman was forged. That Bola Ahmed Tinubu was actually born in 1952, contrary to 1972 that he claimed in the age declaration submitted to Independent National Electoral Commission. And of course, the Federal High Court, in its wisdom, has had equally quashed that case and described it as an abuse of court process, a waste of judicial time, and the case was frivolous. It held that no individual who was not a candidate in a presidential election had the right to sue a presidential candidate or a president-elect. Also, they also claim that the Federal High Court had no jurisdiction, like I said earlier, to entertain post-election matter. And so the Federal High Court was actually very angry with these guys. They did not just throw away that suit. They slammed them with 15 million naira. They are expected to pay 15 million naira as fine for bringing such case to the court. And of course, the lawyers were not left out. The lawyers were asked to pay 1 million naira also as fine in favor of the All Progressive Congress and of course Bola Ahmed Tinubu for bringing such case that wasted the judiciary's time to the Federal High Court. And I think that was how everything went down yesterday. And with this, the coast is now very clear for the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashif Shettima as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And if you have been following the trend very well, you also know that on earlier on Thursday, the President Muhammadu Buhari had conferred the highest honorary award on the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that's a GCFRO, and of course, the GCO, which is the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, on his vice president-elect Kashim Shettima, pursuant to the Honor Award Act of 1963 in Nigeria, and of course, the Law of the Federation of Nigeria of 2004. And so on Monday, the only thing that is going to be carried out is the administration of oath of office that will be done by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode. I wish Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashi Shettima the very best as they pilot the affairs of Nigeria from on Monday, the 29th of May 2023. And to Nigerians, let's pray and hope for better days ahead. My name is Richard Agolo. Bye.